Yeah, I know. Yo. Okay, y'all know what? Y'all hear the song. Y'all see the video. I know y'all saw some of the videos of us grilling earlier. I know you did. I know you did, niggas. Come on.
CP3 live at the bar radio.
Come on. Okay, y'all know what? Y'all hear the song.
That's Renegade. Make sure you go check them out. Money Convo. Go check it out. It's a hot track. It always starts this show out. You done heard it on Sports OTHP. You done heard it on At the Bar Radio. Go stream it live, download it. It's gonna be the new hottest banger, baby.
They probably heard it at their baby mama's house. It's available on all digital platforms.
No bullshit.
Come on.
We back at it again. Another Sunday fun day. Grilling, chilling, and drinking. Talking current events, politics, sports, and some more shit. Stay tuned. It's always popping on Sundays, baby. Money Convo, baby. What's going on, Charlie? Appreciate you checking us out on Facebook Live. Man, oh man. Another week in the books, baby.
Money is what broke niggas hate hearing about.
No bullshit. No bullshit.
What's going on is I'm back. It's the coolest cat with a comic book hat, Mr. 151. Sitting next to me on, it's Sunday, so it's, we grilling podcast.
That's what we do, baby. CP3 live at the bar radio.
Definitely. At the bar, you know how we do.
Man, it's been a crazy
It's been a
week,
crazy
bro.
week.
It's been a crazy week in my outside life, but it's showtime. We gonna make it do what it do, man. All I got to say is life is a crazy roller coaster, and you need to hold on and just try not to throw up when you hit them peaks and valleys, baby, because they throw some curveballs in your way that you don't even see coming, and boy, once they come, ain't nothing you can do but just try to keep moving forward, pushing, and say, fuck it, gotta do what it do, baby.
I mean, you know, as always, we always going to salute, you know, Black GOP, the founder of True Radio Network. Um, One of the things that me and him always talked about was, you know, when stuff doesn't go your right way or when stuff hits you, it's up to you to basically channel that energy and do something great with.
No bullshit.
You know, there's plenty of times shit was going wrong, and you know, I didn't even feel like doing my show, and you know, but that show actually,
yeah, helps
you
you
know,
get through.
gave me life.
Yeah, no bullshit. That's why I'm here today, baby. It wasn't for the
So-
show. You never know where brother be at. So, you know, we be on air tomorrow, Sports OTHP, bringing you Capitals, Nationals, Wizards, a little bit of Washington football team. You know, I know you heard the news. We broke it yesterday. The day before, that is, Darius Geis getting cut due to an arrest for domestic violence. I haven't really delved into it. I haven't called my sources yet to get the inside skinny. Right now, his agent put a statement out saying that the Washington football team, acted prematurely by releasing him. They should have waited for the whole story to come out. But from my understanding, there's a paper trail of, you know, domestic violence calls with him and this young lady. Like I said, I haven't checked out all the ins and outs, so these are just allegations and stuff that I've you know, perused around. I haven't reached out to my sources yet.
I mean, you gotta think about it like this,
Uh-huh.
and I ain't defending them or nothing like that. If you building with somebody and the person you building with is gonna cost you your empire, that ain't the person for you.
Yeah, we were talking about that. I was talking about that with somebody saying that, yo, some of these guys got to know when to sever ties. We spoke about it a couple of weeks ago that a Minnesota offensive lineman, 6'6", 380-pound, you know, man, divorced his wife and claiming allegations of domestic violence against him. So it's a catch-22, because then you get the, well, you're bigger than her, why you didn't do anything, but then you're risking your career and going to jail by putting your hands on the female, and then you get that stigma from a dude, oh, you are this big guy, you should have been able to defend yourself and not let that happen. But it's a catch-22, man. You know, it's tough out here for dudes nowadays, man. You know, damned if you do, damned if you don't sometimes.
And don't get me wrong, I do believe it's a catch-22. Oh yeah, people that are listening on the podcast, do me a favor, man. Like it and share it. We are definitely playing indie music here as well. But you know, at the bar podcast, me and CP3.
Oh yeah.
But you know, definitely send us some. You know, share, put in a couple of groups. You know, do your thing.
Let's get this conversation popping, because we got some real shit to talk about.
Definitely. So as a man, you really you know, especially if you're an athlete, or any man, you shouldn't really be putting your hands on a female.
Nah.
You have to have the know the restraint to walk away, and then you also have to know what they bring out of you. And by that I mean, if that person doesn't bring the best out of you, like the coochie could be really good, but if she doesn't bring the best out of you, you know, you might want to downgrade the coochie.
Some folks can't see past that, though, man.
You know what I'm saying?
The power of the PUSSY is a powerful thing, brother. It's a powerful thing. And unfortunately, these young cats, you know, get caught up in the fast money. You know, they done put in all the hard work. Like I say, folks have a stigma about the young athlete, but you got to think about it. They sacrifice pretty much their whole life for the dream of making it to the pros. And you know, it's only a small percentage that make it.
And that's true. So there's a small percentage that make it. You know, it's crazy because the one thing school doesn't teach you is how to manage your money and your time and who to keep around you. So a small percentage that make it, and you have to be wary of the people that want to take everything from you, or that you could lose everything with.
That's in your so-called circle.
And you know, and I ain't saying this young lady did anything wrong. But you gotta be like, if you know that y'all constantly arguing, you look at this chick and you know that, you know, I'm thinking about putting hands on her. Walk away from the situation before it gets you there.
Yeah.
Because now you about to be an unemployed broke dude.
With a possible charge,
With a
maybe
charge.
getting jail time. They talking about strangulation and all this and that, and they have a history. Like I said, I haven't delved into it, so this is all the hearsay and allegations that I've read online that I haven't been able to confirm or deny. But it's just sad that this guy had so much potential, and unfortunately he put himself, or he was in a situation that could cost him his career and possibly his freedom off of some emotion that probably could have been avoided if he would have maybe thought about things in a different mindset. And it's just but that's life. We all have choices, tough choices to make. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Hopefully you make the right one. But in this situation, with the allegations that came out against the Washington football team, with the mistreatment of females and around the park, and some of the sexual allegations that were made, they pretty much had no choice. Once he was charged and arrested, you have to show that you have zero tolerance for any type of behavior. And for folks that are linking the Reuben Foster situation a couple of years ago, when he had allegations of domestic violence and the Redskins signed him, but it's old Darius guy, so they want to get rid of him to prove a point. If you go back and check out Sports on the Hill podcast, I went on the record and said that they had vetted that whole situation and they felt like his story was credible. That's one reason why they signed him. And days later, he was vindicated and found out the allegations were false. So I've seen a couple of, DC sports media post some things about, in comparison to that, you can't compare it. Those allegations were dropped, and the Redskins did their due diligence. With this situation, with a track record,
the Washington football team did their due diligence. Please do not use that racist language on this type of show.
Hey man, you got to give credit where credit's due. It's sad to see this talented, potential of a player, because that's the other thing that gets me upset about Washington football team fans. They're really upset about them cutting him, but he played 5 games in 2 years. He was on injured reserve 3 times in 2 years. So the potential was there. He had all the tools to get there, but he couldn't stay healthy. And now he's, unfortunately, after posting the stuff on Instagram that he's ready to rock and roll and be a dominant force in the league, as the memes that's been out there, he's already missed the season without even tearing his ACL. So we're going to see how it pans out. I'm not saying he's guilty, as I said, allegations, but you can't put yourself in that situation. I wouldn't put myself in that situation as a broke person, so I damn sure wouldn't put myself in that situation as a millionaire. That's just my opinion.
I think you gotta fight for success. Like, you have to know who to keep around you. You gotta know who's gonna uplift you, and you have to look at like who's gonna bring you down. Everybody got them homeboys or the females that are around you that is like, they want to keep you in the dirt. They don't want to see you elevate, and you have to guide through that. You got to make smarter decisions, and it's not just that he's a man. In life, in general, for you to be successful, you got to make smarter decisions.
No doubt.
When you're 21, you shouldn't be making. When you're 25, you don't make the same decisions that you make when you're 21, because you should have learned.
Hopefully, yeah. But
when you're 30, you shouldn't still be making the same decisions you made when you was 18.
Yeah, but some folks tend to repeat history because they refuse to learn from it, and they want to point fingers at the other aspects that played into whatever role, but don't want to look at themselves and see the role that they played in their own demise. And we have a lot of folks that live in that delusion, but you have to outgrow it. Like you said, you have to mature and realize in all these situations, the one constant is you. You can be in different situations, different jobs, different apartment buildings, different whatever, but if you're constantly having issues with people because of whatever reason, you think, oh, they got an attitude, they looking down on me, they talking down on me, you got to look at the one constant in all those situations. You are. So maybe you got to check and see how maybe you're communicating or coming off in a certain way that's making folks come at you in that way. And that's some things I had to check myself on, back in the day, because I had a, antagonistic personality that I was a wish a nigga would type of motherfucker. That I wish a nigga would say something to come out his mouth wrong because I had something for him. But that closes the ties of communication. You really can't get to know anybody, or nobody can get to really know you because they worried about, you getting mad about some shit. So it's all about self-growth and, changing and knowing that you need to change, and knowing that we all have to evolve and change from the person we were from yesterday to today.
Granted, because I am not the same alcoholic I was 30 seconds ago.
No bullshit. We in here drinking Ice House Edge and shit. 8.0 alcohol volume. We just in here getting
I
turned
had a
up.
couple shots of tequila. Yo,
Yeah, he on
CP3
my
is
side,
not
bro.
trying to drink no tequila right
Bruh, I told
That's
you,
some
tequila,
bullshit,
tequila
y'all.
is the devil, man. There's only a few liquors I will not drink because I've had a bad experience, and tequila is one of them. 151 was one of them also until we had the mixture of Jim Beam and 151. Luckily, I didn't make any catastrophic decisions, but let's just say ever since I had that drink, life has been a little upside down messing with that 151.
So, are you saying that 151 fucked up your life?
Nah, I'm not gonna say that. I say it may be attributed to it in some spirit type sense because I haven't drunk that since 1999, coming into the year 2000. I'm not gonna go into that night again. It was a bad experience.
You know, well, you know, he probably had a secret kid out there. Shout out to my homegirl Vicky watching. Thank you for always supporting the show, and I appreciate that. If you have a child that randomly pisses on people, especially if it's a dude that randomly pisses on females,
If you chinky eye with a bald head, yeah, you might gotta call me. I can't even fake.
Hit up CP3.
Yeah, I can't even fake. If we got chinky eyes and a bald head, yeah, we need to talk. Hit me up offline, inbox me, we'll talk.
Shout out to my man Sif Lord Dan, always supporting this show. You got
Big Sif.
Yeah, you gotta check the Sif out live at the Basement on True Radio Network. His joints on Anchor Radio and on Spotify. He be doing this thing, dog. He be getting it in. But he's always supporting too, and I always appreciate that, man.
No doubt, always.
Also, we got shameless plug. Shout out to Akuza Clothing Line. You see them rocking their shirt. They're big sponsors
You
of the
see
show.
it on the green screen behind me.
You know, we gotta love them. They're always doing their thing.
Yeah, they put out some fresh gear. We definitely gotta. I'm definitely working on some stuff. Things. You want to have business moving. You got things set up, but there's always a technical glitch that holds something up. I have something holding up this business for over a month now. And boy, some of the stuff they got coming out, I can't wait to get my logo on some of their stuff. But this technology, man, is a motherfucker sometimes.
Well, I'm about to get me an At the Ball shirt.
Man.
And shout out to my people at Toon Squad Hitters too. Lou and them and Baby J, and shout out Renegade. Shout out to Lady C. You missed another podcast where we were grilling.
Yeah, grilling and chilling. You know you're more than welcome to come through.
And we just be having fun, man. We just be having fun. So we have a little quick chat. You want to talk about this Cardi B situation, or do you want to play some music first?
We can play some music first because I'm on the outside looking in. I'm just finding out all of the outrage over this song that they've released. I know I don't listen to this new stuff, but yeah, it's very interesting some of the narratives I've heard coming from this song and males and females' reaction to this song. So let's go and listen to some music and we could come back and talk about some of this controversy, this manufactured controversy.
I am the only show that can actually play you an indie mix. Shout out to my DJ Grip. We're going to hit this indie mix real quick and then we'll be right back. Trying to make it on my own, 'cause we can't escape on this time. And everything that comes after, so we just embrace all this time. Making that presence known. I'm street, I'm rushing, headed for a concussion. Appetite for destruction, about to get us something. Everything in dysfunction, every day is a puzzle. Right away they coming, what's that? I get nothing. It's all like a soldier. Yeah, I'm just getting closer. Gotta hold my composure. Word up on my shoulders. Really hard to stay focused. Bow down, my demons are running out of time. I just wanna take all my time. Doing what really matters. I don't wanna waste all my time. Trying to make it on my own, 'cause we can't escape on this time. And everything that comes after, so we just embrace all this time. Yo, big shout out to my cousin Chef Rob. doing this thing, always supporting the show. Shout out to my brother, Foreign Machinery Bell. The name says it all. Like, if it's a foreign car, he done drove it. I don't know why he don't like American cars, though. But, you know, shout out to him. Yo, to the young man who just sent me his track on my Gmail, share the show. Share the show. I'll play your song. It's easy, right?
It only takes 2 seconds. It takes 2 seconds, baby.
All right.
Turn that joint up, son. That joint, all right.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
That joint nice. Who that is there? joint, alright,
It
okay.
goes into my playlist.
This joint,
I used
alright.
to send them the genre.
Yeah,
But it's easy for them to go into my phone.
yeah. Thing got a Lauryn Hill feel to it right here.
That might be the joint with Cuddy Ranks. It is.
Oh,
Lauryn Hill with Cuddy
okay. I'm
Ranks.
about to say, that joint sounds smooth as shit.
Yo, shout out to my man Cool Intentions, DJ Cool Intentions. Yo, Cool Intentions, we make sure you stay tuned, Cool Intentions. We gonna play this artist, Patrick Nolan. He just sent me something, so we gonna play his music and you know, see what it do.
That's just how we do, baby. That's just how we do.
Man, this Lauryn Hill, maybe we wanna go find a neo soul chick and do some 30 things for her.
With a nappy fro and try to rub your fingers through that joint.
She may still even have pubic hairs.
Long as it's trim, baby. I ain't trying to be going through no jungle. Gotta be manicured.
No land in the field.
Hey, you can't be going into the jungle. I don't mind though, don't get me wrong. Sometimes you gotta work for it.
Come on. I think I'm giving y'all too much.
So you go check out the District of Champions apparel, sportsothp.com. Go check it out. Click the button for Sports OTHP apparel and accessories, and go copy you some District of Champions gear, some Sports OTHP gear. Help support the movement. We'll be coming to you live tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. Then we'll have it up on Google Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and what's the other one? Apple Podcasts, iTunes. It'll all be up the next day. So make sure you go check us out, bringing you the best DC sports around. DC Sports Without the Politics. It's not just a catchphrase. It's not just a motto. It's what we do.
Yo, well, I'm gonna play this young man's song.
All right.
He did hit me up, and he did say he shared it, so you can take him at his word.
Gonna play some more independent music because that's just what we do. Appreciate y'all checking me out on the Facebook Live page.
So we gonna play your joint live on air. All right, let's get it.
Let's see what he got.
Gonna make me go find a Spanish girl. Hide your neighbors.
She looks at me, calling myself when I carry on gazing. She's amazing. She got the dark brown eyes and a nice round lips with the nice brown eyes. That's amazing. She doesn't care, so we spit my flow. Take me out of space, universe. We be traveling time, we become my girl. Yo, how's that sound? Put you on dial so you can come right round. We could just eat in, or just eat out. Well, how about this? I could just go down, cause you're the reason I'm feeling like this. I've gone past the games, I ain't taking a piss. Right at the moment, you're the one that I miss. Cause you're the only one that's got me feeling like this. She's a proper new size. She's got the right moves. She can play for me now. Show me all the rules. Hold on. Yeah, I'm a copy. Yeah, I like it when you speak like that. I really like the way she curves her back. She likes to call me daddy when I pack that crap. I'm not talking smoking when she blows that back. But she's a real bad bee, the baddest I know. She treats me like a king while she sits on my throne. She's a type of woman I'd always bring home. You can take me to the stars so I can get in my zone. My heart's on the
At the Bar Radio.
Cuando veo mañana haremos calemos. Vámonos a su casa como digamos. Vámonos a su casa. Y como digamos. Y como digamos. Como digamos.
It's a nice track right there.
That wasn't bad. And,
That's
and
good.
actually, he put the British flag on that joint. The joint came from overseas.
Oh, for real? That's a
At the
nice
Bar
track.
Radio, we just ain't playing your local independent artists. We want to play independent artists from all over. So
That joint was hot, man. We might got, we might got to play that joint again, man. That joint was hot.
Yeah, I like it. I fucks with that joint. If you have Patrick, if you have like information for like your Spotify, your iTunes, and or wherever they can find your music at, put the link in the comments. So
Yeah, that shit was hot, dog. I like that
I like
joint.
that shit, like that. Good
Yeah.
vibe, good vibe, good vibe. It didn't make you want to smack a chick, but it made you want to caress some ass.
Yeah, it made you want to smack some ass. That's
And
just
talk
me.
Spanish.
Yeah, I can't speak that shit,
I
though.
can only say like words like a Quiero Taco Bell.
Hey, that's
That
my
don't sound
shit.
sexy when I say it.
You can't be stealing. Hey, man, that's my line, man. You can't be stealing my Yo Carol Taco Bell, man. God damn it. I knew I should have copyrighted that shit. But yeah, that joint was nice. Love the interaction. Like I say, music from worldwide, not just local, not just in the country. We got it coming in from all over the place. Appreciate y'all checking us out, baby.
Definitely. So I'll say it like this. Let's talk about this Carly song.
All right.
Whack.
Whack.
Wet ass pussy.
Which is a beautiful thing, man.
So
Beautiful
I'll say
thing.
it like this. Or one that used the sample from it's a Baltimore sample joint, but it's if you remember Players Club, they be like, "It's some hoes in this house."
Yeah,
They
yeah,
use that sample. But a lot of people don't like it. A lot of people up in arms. I mean, they got 44 million within a day.
Damn.
Making the Stallion.
That's crazy.
What's going on is Nikki Baby on IG.
Let's speak about that real quick. 44 million in one day.
Yeah, 44 million in one day.
That's 44 million what streams or whatever.
Views that's on YouTube, nigga.
That's just on YouTube.
It's on
Jesus.
YouTube.
But you can see the shift in the, I guess, empowerment movement of the women, of the ladies, I guess. Because I've spoke about it on this show before. Women have been, I'm not going to say victimized, but they've been, in this country, prostitution and pimping and hoeing and all the things that they will have to do to, basically their body is their only means of making money in some instances, and
So-
now they're taking the power on themselves to, market themselves in that manner, and I really don't have a problem with it, but
I mean, look, if the song is not for you, it's not for you. But some of y'all grew up on Lil Kim, Foxy Brown, and Whore Hop and or
Two
and
Live
everything,
Crew.
and Two Live Crew. So just because you've been blasting Kirk Franklin for like the last 10 years doesn't make the song
Trying to get
garbage,
in that head.
because
Trying to get in that head.
some of y'all go to church and still be on your knees on Monday.
Yeah, and it ain't for praying. It ain't for praying in the good book. I'd say that it's praying for something else. But I mean, it's amazing. I haven't heard the song. I haven't seen the video. You guys know, I'm
I mean,
not.
I was like looking at him, but
I mean, yeah, I mean.
But at the same time, like this is the music. Carly's an ex-stripper. This is the music that she produces and stuff like that.
Yeah, so
I mean,
you
like,
can't get mad.
Like I'm gonna say like this lyrically, like I'm a lyric guy. Like they ain't really saying bad shit in there. Lyrically, I mean, like even with like May had a line. She was like, I ain't never been defeated, but I'm trying to get a beating. Like I thought that was I thought that was clever.
That's gonna get some folks fucked up, though.
But it, the way that she said it was
Yeah,
like
definitely.
clever.
Yeah, I
So,
give her some credit for that.
It was a couple of clever lines on it. I don't hate the song personally. Now am I gonna play it for my 13-year-old niece? Fuck no.
Exactly.
But it's not Carly or Megan's job to raise my niece. Just like it wasn't Lil Kim's job or Foxy Brown's job to raise my little sisters.
No bullshit.
You know what I'm saying?
Folks don't want to look at
Like
it that way.
NWA didn't raise me, Two Lot Crew didn't raise me.
They had an influence, but they didn't raise you.
But it's a difference. Like, you know, this is how they make their money.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? This is how they make their money.
Yeah, folks gonna get outraged about anything. I mean, just remember when Two Live Crew, you know, they was banning them and saying how lewd their music was. And, you know, I was in my teenage years, so I was close to old enough to listen to it. So I would listen to it. I mean, it didn't make me want to go out and start, you know, calling women bitches and hoes and all that other shit.
I mean, you know,
But it's about having guidance. Like you said, you got to be a parent to your kids, and that's the problem is these folks want to be their kids' friends and try to be their parents, and you can't do both. Just like I was telling you earlier, with my nieces, you know, my sister, she lets them listen to the mainstream radio, and they hear some of this fast music. When they ride with me, it's the oldies but goodies station. That's just the way I roll. Like, I'm not going to, I listen to, you know, UGK, 8 Ball, NJG, so I listen to that stuff, but around them, I don't listen to that around them because they don't need to be hearing that, even though they're already exposed to it, but they don't need to be hearing it and getting definitions and knowing what all that stuff means.
I mean, I grew up on Too Short.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
and real talk, Too Short didn't make me call a chick a bitch. When she hit me in my nuts, now that's a different story.
Yeah, that's a whole different story there.
But you know, it's just your perspective, and is it. My mom knew what I listened to, all types of music, all types of different hip hop, all types of cuss words. Back when they started putting, you know, I'm an old nigga, so I was
the explicit language sticker on the joints.
So you know, but my mom knew that who I was, and my mom was a parent. Some of the same people who dislike it be the first ones in the club to stop popping once it come on.
No
Ain't that the
bullshit.
motherfucker
No
you-
bullshit. Be the first ones talking about how wrong it is, but when it come on, they turned up. They the first one in there twerking that ass to it.
I mean, you mad at WAP. You mad at WAP, but you damn sure was dancing the lollipop when it came out.
Oh shit!
Back in H2O days.
Oh, we can go back to all the different songs that they was dropping it like it's hot. All of that shit, you know, because I mean, you got to, you know, it's a different age.
I mean, a lot of these niggas was watching BET Uncut back in the day.
No bullshit. Tip Drill was everybody's favorite radio.
Yo. I still like Tip Drill.
That joint was that. We used to just stay up till 3 o'clock in the morning just trying to catch that joint.
Hell yeah.
But it's a new age, and that's the thing that's dangerous about it. It's so easy for the younger kids to get access to some of the stuff that they shouldn't be experiencing and shouldn't be seeing. But that's where being a parent comes in, and unfortunately, we don't have a lot of parents anymore. We have people with kids, and we don't have people that are actually parents and know how to be parents because unfortunately, the cycle didn't start with them. Previously, they probably didn't have, you know, 2 parents in the household or 1 responsible parent that could, you know, teach them right from wrong and the morals and all of that good stuff that some of us have been blessed to have. Like I told, I've had my dad and mom together for 27 years, of my 42 years. Some folks haven't had their parents together for 27 seconds. So it all depends on your situation and your outlook and, you know, your upbringing. And that's what folks have to realize, that you gotta, you know, raise these kids. They didn't ask to be here, but they're here, and you gotta take care of them and raise them the way they supposed to be raised, not with giving them what you didn't have because you feel like you didn't have a good childhood, and then they're spoiled and don't know how to work for stuff because you've been giving them so much stuff, or not depriving them of the things that they need because you feel a certain way about it. It's a.
I mean, and let's keep this. It's a fun fantasy song. Like on some realness, Cardi's been cheated on. Shit, Lauryn Hill's been cheated on.
Man, everybody's been cheated on.
You know, chances are the Pastor White got cheated on. By the deacon. No.
Pass the collection tray, please.
But you know, it's the quality of the man that you have. And not saying that you know, whatever they work through, their situation. You know, I ain't here to judge their situation because, you know, I ain't gonna say, like, I've had good girls that I cheated on.
Yeah.
And I've had girls that cheated on me. It happens.
No bullshit.
You know, I could be like, I got some, you know, bomb ass ding dong. I mean, I ain't got cheated on.
No bullshit. It
You
happens
know?
to everybody. So yeah, it's everybody wants to be outraged about something. Everybody wants to be upset about something. And this is just the latest thing that folks want to be upset about. Like I said, when we've already gone through this, we've already gone through the explicit lyrics and what's pornography and what's too crude and too lewd. Folks just got to get over it and move on. I mean, It's a song. It's music. What you gonna do?
It's a song. This is how she making money. And because you found religion 2 years ago, don't make that you right.
I mean, well,
Because you spent 20 years sinning, and now the last 2 years you think you holier than thou.
Hey man, I started like 10 years ago, so hopefully I got a change.
Nah. Carl, you ain't found nothing but another strip club.
Hey man, they on the way. You know, he put them there for a reason, man. But I mean, personally, I'm gonna go check it out now that everybody's talking about it. I mean, because it's a topic that I know I love, wet ass pussy. So I mean,
it is what it is. Like I said, it's. Now, am I going to like download this song? No. Am I gonna watch the video? I put that shit on mute and I just like to see that ass shaking. They both thick as hell, you know. I'm a man. Entertainment wise, I can see, but at the same time, you gotta give people better credit. If you raise your youngins right, if you instill the morals in them, you know you can't be the golden shield to protect them from all dangers in life, because eventually they're gonna have to go out into the world.
Exactly.
And you may be at work one day and they may, you know, hear that song and they may be in a situation with some boys and they may have to make that decision. They're gonna leave or they're gonna stay. You know, I remember one day I was going on my man's house and his peoples was over there and these two bras was over there, two young girls.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the young girls was my god sister.
Oh shit.
And I didn't have to say a word. They left.
Yeah, that's just a bad situation right there. That's just, yeah.
I ain't say, yo, what you doing? They knew. She knew. She was like, oh, I gotta go.
Yeah. I don't know what I would do with some shit like that.
I ain't had to say a word.
I don't know what I would do.
But on some stuff, that's the situation that. But when you install that into him, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, and I watch my god sister now, and she's very successful. You know, and she didn't get caught up in that. I ain't never, but you just gotta give them the values, because at the same time, you can't protect them always. Like my mom couldn't protect me always when I had to be out in this world.
Yeah.
She just had to give me the values of being a proper young man, and then I got to navigate through life.
Yeah, you can't be proven trustworthy until you get a chance to get trusted. And, you know, parents, I know your job is to protect your child and try to avoid them, you know, having, you know, pitfalls and make the same mistakes as you did. But you got to remember, when you came up, same folks were doing the same thing for you. But what? You had to learn on your own. You had to make your own mistakes. Just like they said, Mom used to tell you the stove was hot, but you ain't learned till you touched that joint and got your ass burnt.
Yep.
So you got to give them a chance to, you know, succeed and fail. Just be there to be the parent to guide them through it, and hopefully they don't repeat the same mistakes over and over again.
It's definitely it, man. I like this conversation. I guess we're gonna play some Lady C.
Yeah, let's play some Lady C.
Let's play some Lady C. And then Carol is gonna call up a twerker. Nah, I'm saying.
Believe me, I could if I would. If I could, boy, I tell you.
You know, one day we should get a DJ over here. We ain't need DJ. We just get some girls over there and have a twerk fest.
Hey, we can start organizing now, baby. We'll see what we can do. Stay tuned for some more independent music coming at you.
No, our motto is when they go low.
It's Lady C. She's one of our guests. Yo, shout out to Lady C. She's doing her thing. Shout out to my man Cruel Intentions, always support. Shout out to my homegirl Vicky.
It's a nightmare on our streets, so to wake up,
Sergeant Q.
never sleep. Gotta stay up and stay on the beat. Just speak about life I speak. That's facts, upon facts, upon facts. Got the world up on my shoulders. Could you please get off my back? They took everything that him to get the last and give it back. Tell them we want reparations, got them sacks on the track and run it back. We all bleed the same, breathe the same air, yeah, but that don't mean I'll breathe the same, say we the same where. Hell, you think you a lion then? Come into the lion's den, gather round the stereo. I tell you all the story that only time can telling. You can ask
number one home of independent music here at the Bar Radio, son.
What we do, baby.
And they fuck with us? I don't think so.
You can always pull up at the Bar Radio any Sunday fun day.
Oh shit! That nigga put this at the pole contest.
So he did.
Said at the bar. I'm about to play a new Renegade after this too.
That's Lady C, man. She get a little loose on the track. Let's see that new Renegade you got for us.
This one on Rain Red, he does a cover joint. What's poppin' though? Let's get it!
Go follow Renegade 703 on IG, baby.
If you need beats, out at CB3.
Yes, sir. We in the building.
Why these birds be flocking? Can't say more, I ain't conquer. I'm by level, I ain't with nonsense. Like heavy metal, I be rocking. Everybody else know I keep popping. Everybody know I want it, then I copy. Money go is to be shopping. That's profit. Watch. Just got away from talks. Thought I was losing my mind. I was just losing my conscience. I do not feel you. Getting money's always been my obsession. Hood's a hotel, you gotta go check it. Gotta stretch it like I gotta go flex. Feel the bricks like I play Tetris. Bad bitch is my only preference. Working hard,
The nigga said no bricks like I play Tetris. Come on now.
Southside's when I'm only rapping. New Jays when I'm always stepping. Heavy hitter like I'm not the flesh. What? I might have to go and get me a weapon. The block be open like a 7-Eleven. You fuck with my family, you make it to heaven. Yeah.
Shout out to Player Gang. Some squad hitters.
We gotta get Renegade on here performing live, man.
I'm gonna have to tell that nigga do a virtual concert in this bitch.
Yeah, man. We gotta get him to do a live little concert and shit. Stream that shit live.
Yo, we ain't seen that nigga perform live. It's a whole nother animal.
Yeah, that man putting in work.
What's going on in DC sports, man?
Oh man, we got a lot of stuff going on. I haven't been able to keep
Besides the
track.
Washington football team, slugger. I'm sorry.
Strangler.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's the bad news in the local media that everybody's talking about. We shared it yesterday, broke the news as soon as it came out on Sports OTHP, on our Facebook page, and on our website. So make sure you go check it out. Today, the Capitals had their round robin game, which they defeated Boston 2-1. They were already going to advance to the playoffs, but they'll be playing their former coach, the New York Islanders, which is going to be a definite task for the Capitals because they haven't looked in sync in this round robin. They were 1-1, I believe. They lost one in overtime in the shootout actually, and won a game yesterday. I'm not really too concerned right now because when they did win the cup, they did have home ice in the first round and ended up winning all of the series on the road. So I'm not really too concerned about it being on the road. I'm more concerned about John Carlson not playing. I'm not sure if he played today. I forgot to check with Robbie. I got the stats somewhere on here, but I'll check it out later. We'll break that down more tomorrow night on Sports on the Hill podcast.
So question.
Go ahead.
How do you feel about sports right now with no fans?
I'm really not too concerned about it. It doesn't really bother me too much because if you've seen the lab, I got 2 or 3 TVs hooked up. So I normally have baseball.
This nigga, so first of all, when I went to the lab, y'all know the old Transformers joint, like Teletran 1, got like 6 billion monitors and shit. You still like Transformers?
Hey,
This
man.
dude got like 16 TVs on the wall and
Hey,
shit.
man, you got to
Like,
cover the
this is
sports, baby. So I would have one TV that I'll have the audio on that I'll be watching, and then I'll have the other TV with sports on or something with no sound. So it really doesn't bother me as much. I've talked to a couple of fans that said it does make it harder to watch, like I told you about with wrestling. You know, I'm used to watching wrestling with the fans, but
It
I tried to watch WWE when Stone Cold came back out,
It sucks.
and it just wasn't the same. Even though he's my favorite wrestler, without the crowd being there, even though he went through all of the same moves and all of the same steps, it just wasn't the same.
It ain't the same.
So
I fall asleep now.
Yeah, I feel their pain. So I can't watch the wrestling. So I could imagine how it is for some folks watching sports with no fans and not having that
It's like
interaction.
having sex with a girl with no arms.
That could be advantageous depending on what you're doing.
And I need them claw marks.
See, yeah, I ain't with that scratching shit. That's evidence. Fuck that. Can't explain that shit away.
So you're not a one-woman man.
I mean,
Don't.
getting back to sports.
Getting back to sports.
The Nationals have been struggling lately. They're 4-7, and we know on this shortened season, on these 60 games, they don't have the luxury of doing like they did last year, going 19-31 before they turned it on. The problems I've seen is
They suck.
not necessarily they suck. That the bullpen is still in a little disarray, trying to figure itself out with some of the new pieces that they have. The infield is not totally different, but with no Anthony Rendon at third, you got Carter Kieboom coming in, who's a top prospect, but is known to make some errors in the field. Trey Turner is the only steadying force out there. He's been making plays through the first 11 games that they've played. First base has been a shuffle. Ryan Zimmerman, he opted out. He just had another daughter. He didn't want to didn't want to be away from his family for that long, and didn't want to risk his family getting sick, dealing with the whole virus situation. So it's they're trying to find their way with Juan Soto just coming back from having being diagnosed with COVID and getting back into the lineup. They're still figuring each other out, the team out, because you have some new pieces, some pieces that aren't there anymore, and it's still a team game even though we're going through this.
It's a question because I barely watch sports.
All right.
In 2020, whoever wins the championship, do you really consider them champions at this point? Because it's such a short season.
Well,
like,
it's definitely gonna have an asterisk beside it, just like we had like with the Redskins when they won in 1987, I believe. Was it 87 or 82? I think it was 87. It was a strike.
87.
Yeah,
It wasn't no damn 82.
No, they won in 82. They won in 87 and they won in 91. But 87 was a strike shortened season. But they still marked it as a championship. But they put an asterisk beside it to say it was a strike shortened season. So there'll definitely be an asterisk beside it, and it's going to be interesting how it all plays out. Like we were speaking about on Sports on the Hill last week with hockey, that this is the first time in playoffs ever that you've had all of these teams enter the matchup, even some teams that wouldn't make it, but they're all on the even playing field because they're all healthy. They all had enough time to be off and had all their superstars. So we've seen some upsets in the qualifying round. We saw the Pittsburgh get knocked out early. We see a couple of series going to 5 games. We'll definitely break those down tomorrow night on Sports on the Hill. I'm not going to go deep into all the games because it's 24 teams and rounds and rounds and rounds. But it's a level playing field, so you never know who's going to win it all. The Capitals right now, as I mentioned, look a little out of sorts. They're going to be playing Carolina, who's playing some good hockey right now, and they know what they are, know what they're doing, and that's the one thing the Capitals are still trying to, I guess, figure themselves out coming out of this long layoff.
Cool. All right. Can I talk about wrestling real quick?
Sure, so go ahead and break it down.
So, it's going to be real quick because right now WWE sucks. They did the little Raw Underground fake fight club. It still sucks. Try watching SmackDown. It sucks. Impact Wrestling sucks even worse than WWE. And AEW is just a big hype monster of fanboys. You cannot tell me the 150-pound Darby Allin is a serious threat for a world championship. The belt, if he put the belt on, it'd be bigger than his fucking chest. And then you're having them have these long ass matches with fucking the champion John Moxley. Like, my sister is bigger than Darby Allin, both of them. Like, actually, shit, four. Like, bigger than Darby Allin. Like, that's just ridiculous. And you can't expect, I mean, we all know what wrestling is. But you have to have an ounce of believability. Like, when Stone Cold came out, you believed that he was a bionic redneck and he would kick your ass.
No bullshit.
Darby Allin, yeah, I can take him. I know I can take him. Like, he's riding a skateboard with his face painted. Like, I can just clothesline him one time and then we're done. And I think that's one of my biggest problems is that, like, it's a lot of hype. You know, AEW reminds me of WCW.
Oh wow.
It's a lot of hype, and then once the hype calms down, it's no substance. I like Cody Rhodes. I think Cody's a great. He's doing good as a TNT champion. Like they got Darby Allin unless he's gonna fight John Moxley. Like not John Moxley. Brian Cage. This motherfucker arm is bigger than Darby Allin. Like, and they want to put this dude as a household name. Get the fuck out of here.
What does he have? The look that they want or whatever?
Yo, this nigga looks like an anorexic crackhead skater.
Oh wow. Hey,
Like,
I can't. You know, I'm not like I said. I'm not into wrestling like I used to be. Like I said, when Stone Cold and the D-Generation X and all of that whole era went away. I was in the Bray Wyatt for a little while until he went crazy with him, and then after that.
No, they brought Bray Wyatt back with the Fiend, and he refigured himself as a Fiend, and it's been great. And he actually had another championship run. Bray Wyatt's one of the most entertaining things on there, and you can get away with that without a crowd. Although if he had a crowd, they would shit on themselves because he's great and entertaining. Like, we watch wrestling to be entertained and to get away.
Yeah.
I watch AEW just to see how fucking stupid it is, and it just pisses me off because then you hear the fanboys on the internet and they will like praise AEW and shit on the WWE, but then like, dog, AEW is some shit. Like, it really is, and they're like, well, it's beating WWE NXT. NXT is out of the 3 WWE brands is the lower brand. Like, praise me when you beat SmackDown. Praise me when you beat Raw.
And the wrestling wars are still dirty. I see.
Like, it's praising when you beating NXT is the ascent of the NBA team beating a college team. Yes, we beat the college team that was really good. You know, it's having a girl that. It's the difference of having a girl that can take her clothes off versus the girl that knows how to strip.
True that.
You know what I'm saying? The girl that knows how to strip knows how to make it sexy.
Yeah.
The chick that knows how to make it take the clothes off. Yeah, it's entertaining.
But it's not the same.
It ain't sexy. It's just, you know, it's like, okay, we're about to get to work.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no
So
doubt.
that's what it's the equivalent of. It's the equivalent of making a good song versus a great song. So you can have like if you buzzing right now, but you're not Drake. You know what I'm saying? Like you happy you got that platinum record, but you still ain't Drake.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Still got ways to go.
So you still got ways to go. Like, you good. Like Drake said, and I remember this. Drake said, "Yo, I made my first such and such." He said, and I thought I was making money. Then Warren Buffett said, "Yo, hit me when you get your next 10 mil." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you doing good. Yeah, you better than me. But then Warren Buffett hits you and you're like, nah.
You ain't doing shit.
You ain't doing shit. Step your game up more. And
what
that's a
you
good
gotta do.
challenge.
Yeah.
And I think there's potential in AEW when they push the right people. Like, you know, but you're not gonna make me believe a dude with his face painted halfway in a skateboard is and he's 150 pounds. Like, dog was 150 pounds in '93.
I don't even remember when I was 150 pounds. I think that's before middle school for me. Yeah, the wrestling game is definitely
Like, I'd rather play the video game.
damn. It's sad, but I mean, pretty much after as long as they've been doing what they've doing, it's pretty no more original storylines. All you can do is try to add to things and adapt to it and try to make it more modern and shit.
So, and here's the thing. This is one of my problems with some of these internet dudes. And this is what they do. So, like when WWE started shooting first with no fans, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then AEW did it, and then they praised AEW, right? So then AEW had the better camera angle, and so when WWE switched to their camera angle, you know, they was like, oh, the WWE switched to the AEW's camera angle, and AEW was bragging about it, right? No one says that the WWE did it first, and y'all are copying what they were doing. Because the WWE wasn't to do it, there'd be no wrestling going on right fucking now. The fact that WWE did it allowed you to allow the other people to do it, correct?
Yeah, no bullshit.
So then WWE had been to make the audience sound, they basically added audio effects into it, right?
Yeah.
So when AEW does it, no one says anything. But when WWE changed their camera angle, you know, the fanboys on the internet was like, oh, the WWE is copying AEW. But when AEW copies WWE, these motherfuckers, blah, 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 blah.
That's how it is, man.
Yo, CP3, did you know your shirt was black?
But that's what they going.
Did you know a dog has 4 legs?
That's what they gonna do, man.
You know what I'm saying?
They always go and hate on the bigger joint and try to make the smaller one seem like they're doing something innovative when they're doing the same thing. It's crazy, but that's
yo, cool intention. Shout out because Sammy Guevara should have got ran over with the car because he actually made the statement prior to him coming to AEW that he wanted to rape Sasha Banks, and that's what exactly he said on the podcast.
Oh shit!
And that's why he was suspended for 30 days.
Yeah, you can't say stuff like that.
I mean, he came back to haunt him, but, you know, it was like, I don't know how the hell you'd be like, yeah, I want to, like, out of all the words, he didn't say I want to bang, he didn't say I want to fuck, he said I wanted to rape. That means he wanted to take by force against her will.
Yeah, that's
But then again, I'm looking at Sammy Guevara, Sasha Banks could probably take him because he's damn near anorexic. If Darby Allin's 150 pounds, Sammy Guevara is like 155.
Yeah, these dudes is like super small. I think they vegans and shit. I don't know what's going
Yo,
on.
these niggas look like they look like the Vegan Express. Like these niggas are small as a motherfucker.
Yeah, hey man, like I said, I don't watch. I don't know none of these folks you talking about, but it's sad that wrestling that we used to watch.
But that's the thing. Even if you wasn't a fan of wrestling, you knew who the fuck Hulk Hogan was.
Yeah.
Even if you wasn't a fan of wrestling, you fucking knew. My mother knew who Ric Flair was.
Woo!
You know what I'm saying? Like these dudes will never have that power. Like my mother knew who The Rock was.
Yeah.
You know, Steve Austin and stuff like that. So it is what it is. But I'm about to play an independent song. Yo, we about to play Franco. Shout out to LB, the producer,
Oh yeah.
doing his thing. This is his man Franco. The joint's called 24 Hours. How many hours in a day? How many hours did I have with your baby mama? With your baby mother and maybe your sister.
24, freaking it, I do one. After a year, she do more than just summer. I keep receipt to the magazine bundle. See your bitch, I don't motherfucking fumble. All of these rants for the racks, bitch, humble. All of these rants for the basic, bitch, bad. That's the return strap, pay for that. Right now, she influencing, getting cash. Like, came on, she want this, she want it. For trying to see Joe Frankie on that boss shit. The letter I'm CEO, grass still real, nigga, give her that hood dick. You know when I say make it happy, pay for a flight, I don't do cover shit. She love that I'm real, you don't cap energy, the same when I splash.
Your mom. CP3 trying to take your baby mama home for 24 hours. And then I'll take her home for 72 after that.
I need it for 48, dog.
48?
Yeah,
You
48.
kidnapping bitches now?
Hey man, it's not gonna be against her will after the first 24. She gonna want to stay for the other 24.
Are you gonna grill for her or you just gonna give her meat?
Both. Both. Gotta keep her happy. Keep the belly full. And keep the belly full.
You's a dirty motherfucker.
Hey man, times are hard right now. It's hard out here for a pimp.
Shit.
Coronavirus and fucked everything up for everybody. Well, almost everybody.
You know, Corona season coming. It's gonna be, so there's gonna be a lot of Corona ass kids in 2021.
Bro, it's already a bunch of pregnant motherfuckers, bro. They got bored in the house, man.
First person to name their child Corona, I'm chopping in their throat.
Hey, it's gonna be with a K though.
Yeah, I know. It's gonna be a black person gonna name their kid Corona.
Rona for short. Rona, go get some of that macaroni and cheese out the refrigerator for me. I don't feel like getting up. Yeah, it's definitely I've seen a lot of pregnant folks on IG and on Facebook talking about, we be due in a couple of months. I'm like, we knew what y'all was doing during the lockdown.
Yeah. You know why? The cable was off.
Hey man, times is hard, man. I'm trying to keep my cable on right now. They sent me an email the other day and shit. I gotta figure out how to drop them some money real quick.
I mean, Corona babies, I'm chopping y'all in your throats. All of y'all little niggas. Like, Corona babies, somebody gonna name their kid Corona and their middle name gonna be Virus. I'm telling you.
VERS.
They're gonna be from DC or Baltimore.
Oh,
I'm gonna name you the cities that would do that.
Somebody.
DC, Baltimore, Atlanta, and Florida.
Somebody gonna do it. I mean, but it might not be a black person. It might be a
It's gonna be a black person.
It might be a redneck white person, man.
Nah. The redneck gonna call their nigga Virus. The first name gonna be Virus.
Billy O'Virus.
Billy O'Virus. They're gonna say Corona because it's too Spanish. It's gonna be COVID.
Yeah, that's
true.
Yeah,
white
they're
gonna
name
COVID.
Yeah.
COVID
Junior, come in.
COVID, what's his middle name? 19. COVID-19, could you get my cup of scissor? COVID-19, could you get my Budweiser?
You gonna fuck everybody up in school. COVID-19, bring that ass up here.
COVID-19, come up here.
Oh man, yeah, it's gonna be it's
interesting.
interesting.
It's twins. One's gonna be named COVID, the other's gonna be named 19.
Can't get them mixed up. 19, bring that ass over here. COVID, sit down. I wasn't talking
COVID,
to you.
sit your virus ass down. 19, get your ass up here, old numbers ass motherfucker.
Yeah, it's messed up when you, like, I see the chick that I was, talking to before the virus. That she pregnant with her dude. I'm like, damn.
So let's have a real conversation, CP3.
No, let's have a real conversation.
Like, don't you be bored with this quarantine shit? You just be ready to dial up some extras.
I have.
You have?
I have.
You like, I just. Then you think about,
Then I was about to go out and I was like, nah, I don't want that headache. I shouldn't.
Because then you be like, damn, that means she be quarantined over here all the damn time.
And I ain't got money for no Lyft right now, so I gotta take her home and shit.
So that quarantine inconvenience will kill you. That's how people right now got kids. People out there have some kids that they by baby mamas they don't even like.
Pretty
and
much.
the baby daddies in like this chick. There's a chick right now in a Lyft going to a dude's house that she can't stand, and then they ain't got no money, so they're gonna fuck without a rubber, and they're gonna have a baby with a K named Quarantine.
Quarantine Junior. it's hey
no
man.
Quarantine, your daddy ain't shit.
Hey man, he wasn't shit. He couldn't even get that 1,200 stimulus when all that shit went down. That's why we end up having you.
If we didn't have that stimulus, I never got paid for that. He gave me He gave me an extra $5 and my $40. I ain't like the rest of these hoes. I'm a $45 one.
Gotta add that 5 for me, goddammit. Yeah, it's it's
what's
funny.
my name? They starting stimulus. And they had twins to be stimulus in check.
Oh shit. Yeah, I don't.
We don't want the hell.
If that happens, bro, I'm gonna be so blown. I'm gonna be like, somebody didn't do that.
This my son quarantine. This is my daughter stimulus.
Well, at least we know where they came from. We gonna know where they came from. It's sad. Yeah, I mean, convenience is a motherfucker, man. And I ain't gonna fake. If I had somebody I'd be quarantined up with, I'd probably be in the same situation, my dog.
Oh Lord, we don't need another CP3 little niggas running around pissing on motherfuckers.
Hey man, they gotta go to that
Pissing
stage,
on,
man.
Like, hey lady, I like you. How do you know my son like you? Did he piss on you yet?
Hey, did he pee on your leg? Then he don't like you yet. He don't
No,
like
he likes you.
You just cool. You just cool. Nah, man.
So let's talk about this real quick. Let's get serious for half a second.
All right. Let's go
Y'all dudes in DC tripping. Actually, let me rephrase that. Y'all niggas in DC tripping.
Oh yeah.
Because it takes a nigga to do what y'all did yesterday. You know, it's bad enough we go through this quarantine stuff. Somebody throws a block party, which is, you know, dangerous just to be out there without your mask.
First of all.
I'm not saying it was, but you know, but I know how some of y'all roll.
Yeah.
But then to start shooting, like, come on, y'all, like, y'all ain't got nothing better to do than to shoot. Y'all can't teach. Y'all can't show other people a better way. Like, and then on a block party day, why y'all gotta involve innocent people in your ignorant shit? Like, real talk. That's why y'all. You can say you're a man. You can beat your chest. You can tattoo it on it. But you ain't a man. You a real nigga. But you're not a man.
Yeah, I didn't know nothing about it until you told me about it right before the show, and it's sad that we can't even gather as a people to try to come together and have some type of unity without some stupid foolishness or some ignorant person doing something. You know, like you said, 20 people got shot. That's crazy. But then, you know, on the other hand, we get upset when you know, a white officer kills a black man or a black woman and want to protest. But you know, I don't know the, you know, circumstances. I don't know if anybody's came forward with any information, but somebody knows something. And 20 innocent people getting shot over whatever foolishness it was.
But this is why we can't. This is why people don't take our Black Lives Matter movement seriously.
Yeah, that's true also.
This is why we, like, because we don't show our lives matter to each other. And I hate saying that. Dog, it hurts my soul to say something like that. But the reality is, we don't even take, how can we yell about Black Lives Matter? Because it just sounds so hypocritical when I say it. But damn, the reality is, how can we yell Black Lives Matter when it don't matter to us?
Yeah, we take out our own people.
Like,
for the stupidest things.
Let's march or tear up the hood now. How come we don't tear up the hood to find niggas who start shooting? How come we don't tear up the hood when little girls are killed or when that young boy was killed several weeks ago? You want to riot then. And no, there's no disrespect to George Floyd, but that young lady's life was equally as worth it. And we did nothing. You know, let's fight for our lives. Let's fight for black lives. But if we gonna riot just because what a cop did, riot for what niggas do too.
Yeah, go both ways, man. Folks only want to look at it on one side of it.
Or catch the niggas and handle your business. But at the same time, dog, show that we mean something to each other.
You got to.
Because I guarantee you the people who got hit wasn't out there to beef. My nephew could have been out there. Renegade could have been out there. Any one of my nephews, my godsons could have been out there. My goddaughters could have been out there. My sisters could have been out there. Because they in that age bracket.
No doubt.
But because people want to be, because these dudes want to be niggas. They want to be real motherfucking niggas. Niggas.
Unfortunately, you're always going to have some niggas, man. Folks don't want to act
and they don't know how to be men.
I hope they find the dudes, man, because it makes no sense. It's pointless violence for no reason and for no rhyme or reason. And innocent folks getting hurt just trying to have a good time is just bullshit.
It's bad enough that right now we're in the middle of a pandemic. We got to fight a virus. And there are people that are burying their loved ones on a day-to-day basis because of this virus since October. It's about to be a year that this virus has crippled a fucking nation. But on top of that, we got niggas, which is a whole nother type of virus.
Doing nigga shit.
Doing nigga shit. Acting like niggas. Being niggas. Doing what niggas do on a daily basis, doing something ignorant. And it kills me. And it hurts me.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy, but it's brilliant that Baltimore, it does this thing every other week. This lady named Ellen G, she's on my IG, but she does a Baltimore ceasefire. She's with Baltimore ceasefire. They do like, they try to get like a ceasefire going on in the week. Where's the ceasefire in DC?
I haven't heard of one in a while.
You know, but we got niggas in DC, but where's the ceasefire in DC? Because y'all ignorant niggas, when the 4th of July happened, instead of popping fireworks, y'all was popping caps. I know, I used to live in DC, in Southeast. I know what y'all ignorant niggas do.
Yeah, for no reason at all. I used to, I ain't gonna lie, when I was in my early 20s, we used to bust off, but when you get older,
In
you
your
get away
early
from
20s,
that.
but
Yeah.
some of these niggas is 30.
Yeah,
Some of
true.
these niggas is 35. Some of these niggas is 40.
Yeah, true.
You know, the thing about it is, when I was young, I did dumb shit, but I had older niggas, I had older men, let me rephrase that.
Yeah.
I had older men pull me to the side and say, yo, youngin', yo, you tripping.
No bullshit. And we learned back then. See, this young
And they
generation.
teach me, and I learned to be a man rather than a nigga.
The younger generation, they hard headed, man. They think they know everything because they got a smartphone and shit. And some of them listen. I'm not gonna say all of them, but they have a mentality where they don't want to. You know, it's hard to teach when you have folks that don't want to learn and don't want to listen.
It is very hard to teach.
So it's a complicated issue that needs to be addressed.
It is, because y'all just niggas.
It has to be addressed. You can't continue to have these situations where, you know, innocent folks getting shot, hurt over stupidity, and, you know, just like you say, people being niggas doing dumb shit. So I mean, prayers to all the families that got affected by it. Like I said, I just heard about it before the show from him. I've been in my own world doing some things, so I haven't been up to all the current events, but that's why we do this show, to get up to current events. So hopefully, you know, I didn't hear about, was it any deaths or just folks got wounded?
I know someone got one, I think there was one death so far.
No.
But, like, one life loss is too many.
True that.
You know, one life loss is too many. We play a couple of songs, man, right before we wind this down to get the fuck up out of here.
All right, that's a bet. That's a bet.
I'm gonna play this joint by my man Sergeant Q called Cry. Because when I hear what niggas do, when I hear what these niggas do, I just wanna cry.
Imagine being on shoes jogging in your own neighborhood with your J's popping, minding your business, feeling so righteous, clearing no songs to the side you just visited. Followed by people who put you in issues, one in the back with a shotgun who's aimed at you. Reason was skin color, that is what ways to do. Feeling so hopeless like there's nothing I can do. Ready to take a stand, fight for my people's rights. Who are you? My name is Sergeant Q. When I think there's time that I stand with you. We gotta show these people this can't be tolerated. Too many speculations, justifications on falsifications. Man sitting in the living room, chilling on the couch with a bowl of Cheerios. Then in comes a cowboy, stereo just dropped in. Pop, 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 shot. Pop another black man shot from a gun by a cop trying to cover it up. Like, how the fuck you ain't see the rush? How the fuck you end up on the wrong floor? Why the fuck you ain't giving CPR?
Police say he was chased by two men who suspected him of a crime. Arbery's family says all he was doing was jogging.
Told investigators she tried to open the door to what she thought was her apartment.
Stay tuned, Never Hot Track, independent music played always, all day on At the Bar Radio.
What a bunch of fucking assholes. You don't have the guts to be
Super cool cat.
You nitpicker like me so you can...
I'm a bad man. That's my dude, though. You got a video. I'm about to get that nigga come back.
I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. So respect it when you see it. Tell these niggas I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. You don't want me to get the gig. Tell these niggas I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. Bad man. If he chillin' badly, tell him people I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. Bad man, make good on bad things. America's worst nightmare. He just a bad dream. You ain't 100. What that bad mean? Not a damn thing. When we see it, better give it up. Or bada bam bing. Put this shit my hand. No joke. You don't want no smoke. I need my money now. Rapid. Nigga raw no. He better chill. I got that raw mode. That's what he don't know. If he move, I knock his shoes off and watch his soul flow. It ain't no hope. Face to face, nigga, no scope. Get the clicking, all these headshots is like a GoPro. Me familiar, I say Papi Loco, Loco. You got beef with who and all they can say was oh no. Cause they know I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. So respect it when you see it. Tell these niggas I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. You don't want me to get the gig. Tell these niggas I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. If he chillin' badly, tell them people I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. Tough guy. Probably not, but you bark a lot. You get mollywopped and probably stopped. And right before you get called, the cops the revolver pop. And leave a hole in him about the size of a parking spot in the parking lot. Cause he talk a lot, but he big man. Tamale hot. And all these proofs, there's a few ways to get your tamales rock when the party stops. It starts to sound like I let off 1,000 party pops. Looking for him like Ali Ops. We got you hyper, probably shots, but you can get these body shots right before you get your body shot. Make him look like a family pic with his body cropped. I'm gone before his body drop. Evil man, Ollie not. Simply, I be in my bag, man. It ain't always about my bag, man. But these people rather see his bag. I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. So respect it when you see it. Tell these niggas I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. You don't want me to get the gig. Tell these niggas I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man.
I'm a bad man.
If he chillin' badly, tell them people I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man.
Good? You look good. You just know how high.
Yo. That's my shit. Super cool cat. Bad man. Let me tell y'all some of his music styles. I'm gonna say it slowly for some of y'all. Do not send me your shit if it ain't mixed right. Like, if I gotta turn everything fucking up, like, change every fucking thing just to make your sound like this, then don't send that shit to me. Get your shit mixed first, and then send it to me.
Yeah.
Like,
Not gonna turn out well.
Yeah. Cause I will blast you on air. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, it won't turn out well for you.
Yeah, don't. If your shit's not mixed right, don't send me your shit. Like, if I got like your shit like extra low, like you record this shit on the iPhone, keep that shit. Take it to the studio, get it mixed right, then send it to me. Or hit me up on my inbox and I'll tell you to send it to Renegade or somebody else, and they can mix it for you and have your shit sounding a lot better. But don't send me your shit if it ain't mixed right.
That's why I always screen all the music I get before I send it to you. I'm like, I ain't gonna send them no shit that don't
Cause I
sound
be like,
right.
yeah, I ain't playing that shit. I tell you quick, I ain't playing that shit. That shit too low.
Yeah, hey, they gotta learn. Some of them gotta learn the hard way.
Cool says, say it again slow. Do not send me your shit if it ain't mixed right. Like, I don't want to hear it. So when I say mixed right, if your shit's not clear, like if I have to turn the computer up, if I have to turn the mix up, if I gotta turn my mixer up, my speakers up, then keep that shit at home. That's just like, that's like a girl with crabs trying to come over and sleep with you. No, I don't want it. I don't want it. I'll pass. I will pass. It's like a girl with a Venus flytrap for a vagina trying to give you a lap dance. No.
Hey, man. Some folks will still take that, man.
Not I.
Yeah,
Not I.
Times are hard, but not that hard. Yeah, it's a crazy time, man. Crazy.
Shout out
time.
to my boy Cruel Intentions. He said that's why I mix most of my beats before I even send them to you. Like, if he's a DJ and a producer and he mixes his beats, and you're supposed to be a rapper, have your shit mixed. Like, before, and it's not just me. Send it to anybody. Because if your shit ain't mixed, I'm gonna tell you this is exactly what we do. This shit don't, because our ears are a little bit different. So it's like this. This nigga that knows how to fuck, and there's porn stars. So when you send it to a person who's been in the industry for a long time, you can send them dudes like a porn star. They know what they're doing. They know how to fuck, whatever. And so when we listen to the music, we like, this shit was done on a 4-track. This shit ain't even really mixed properly. His vocals too hot. His beats too low. And if we gotta, and if I gotta, and I'm not gonna text you that back. I'm just not gonna play your fucking song, because if I gotta text you that back, obviously you don't know, and you're not paying me, then why?
No bullshit.
You know?
Yeah, you gotta have good quality, man. That's what it's all about. Quality and presentation. If you can't present it right, you just don't need to put it out there.
If you hire a prostitute to fuck you, right? You pay her, right? You just don't be like, yo, is my stroke game good? No. She's not gonna tell you for free.
She ain't gonna tell you at all. She's gonna look at you like a clown ass motherfucker. Hey, we still got the thunder going on with the sunshine. It's been crazy weather today, boy. I tell you.
That's why we're at the bar.
No bullshit.
Do not sing songs when they sound like you're rapping on your headphones in your iPhone. Please do not. Because if I do play it, I'm only gonna play it to clown you.
No bullshit.
And even if your mama was watching, I'm still clowning you.
There's just some things you just don't do.
Especially with alcohol involved. You might catch a day where it's a 151 show. But that means, what I mean by that is that we're drinking 151 all day. And then I'm going to put it in a bottle and
they're drinking 151 all day.
I'm not going to tell CP3 and he's going to be fucked up and his drunk ass ain't going to agree with it.
Nah, I ain't drinking that shit no more, man. That shit ain't right. Anybody that does drink that on the regular, y'all got, some things I need to talk about, man.
Shout out to Bombay Gin. If y'all ain't ever had Bombay, yo, let's talk about this real quick.
Oh shit.
When we get off the air, I do gonna talk about this. So, what is the best liquor you ever had sex off of?
I would have to say, I went earlier with the Tanqueray mixed with apple juice, cause gin
apple
make
juice,
you. I can't stand the smell or taste of gin. But that's all we had in the house, and I just happened to have some apple juice. I was like,
So was it Snoop that, because when gin and juice came out, everybody wanted to fuck off of gin and juice.
yeah, nah, this was like later. I've never been a follower type. I was always a brown liquor sipper. If I wanted to, cut loose, I'd give me some, some vodka or some, some 100 proof Absolute, something like that, that, do the job right. But all we had was Tanqueray. I had some apple juice in the refrigerator, mixed that shit together. I was like, that shit alright. Then you couldn't smell it and you couldn't taste it. Next thing I know, bro, it was on and popping, baby.
So I would say like this: Bombay Sapphire is some good shit to fuck off of. The reason why some of you there's so many badass kids is because because back in the days, Mobb Deep told niggas to drink Henny, and Hennessy dick is the devil. Like if you give your girl some Hennessy dick, like you will be stuck with a chick you don't. If it's not your girl, let me rephrase that. If you give a random chick some Hennessy dick, you will be stuck with her for at least 10 to 15 years. That's about right?
I can't argue with that logic.
So Hennessy, you just can't. Oh shit, my goddaughter's watching. My daughter's watching.
Oh shit.
So now I gotta change the subject.
That's what happened with the
The
public
one
page.
show. I love you, Tanisha.
Oh shit.
The one show you ain't supposed to watch.
She tuned in right at that part.
Man, I love my grandson Turtle. I love you.
That's classic.
But you can't you will be stuck with a chick for 15 years if you give her some Henny. Some Henny stuff? Nah.
Yeah.
If you don't like her, you will be stuck with her for 15 years. And then this is the reason why some of y'all want some quarantine girls that y'all don't like now, because you gave them some Henny back in the day, and now you bored because you don't watch all your shows on cable.
Hey man, but you can't give them all the same amount. You got to give some of them the A, some of them the B, some of them the C,
and
that's
some of them like F. It don't make a difference.
Yeah, some of them don't make a difference.
If you bored, it's just gonna.
Yeah, so you gotta use your
Hennessy
scale.
the devil. I got some white Hennessy that I've almost had for like 7 months. I have not opened it.
I've had it before. I wasn't really a big fan of the white Hennessy. I'm
love white Hennessy.
I'm more of a Remy drinker anyway. So.
I love 1738 is some good stuff.
Yeah,
Douce is really good though. Douce is.
Yeah, I had some. My boy had some.
I would say that the one drink that will really put you on your ass is Glenveagh.
I've heard of it.
Yo, first of all, I get the joints like $70, and it's like been aged 15 years. Like it's bad when I only take 2 shots.
Hey, I had that Louis the 13th one time, man. At $150 a shot.
Dog, when I took 2 shots of this joint, I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be like an 8-month drink.
Yeah, some of them cognacs is off the chain, man. Like I said.
So I've never. I really want to, but they ain't trying to have no extra kids. So.
Hey man, I ain't got no comment at this point. Whatever happens, happens.
So is there a little CP3 running around?
I mean,
it's not an answer.
My 20s was a wild time. Anything is possible from the 20s.
That's not a no, nigga.
I can't definitely say that it would know that it might not be a little CP4 running around somewhere in possibly Philly, Miami, Virginia Beach.
Damn! It's more than one.
I mean, I've been around, I used to travel a lot, so, there's a possibility of, slim possibility, because as I always say, my pullout game is spectacular. I'm 42-0, goddammit. Undefeated.
No. If you think...
Hey, on the record, it's still 42-0 until I get proven wrong, so I'm 42-0, damn it. There might be an asterisk somewhere, but as of right now, there is no asterisk.
Probably a couple of asterisks you just don't know about.
Hey, man. I mean, if they come up to me and tell me I got a little seed.
Social media is a motherfucker.
Hey, if they got chinky eyes and, got my features, because our genes are strong. I can't deny it. We'll get a DNA test, but I could just look at them and tell if they, come from me. So, but as of right now to this day, no, I can definitively say I don't believe there is a CP4 running around anywhere.
Ladies.
Now, if there is, contact me on the inbox. Don't blast me on my page, please.
If for some reason your child nickname is Foots.
If you start cussing folks out and walk around with his fist balled up, yeah, you might need to inbox me and just remind me of what time we spent together so we can do the math and see if it's really me or not. I doubt it, but there's always a possibility.
If your young child is packing heat at a young age and just have thugs, and wife beaters and stuff like that, and he's only like 10. Like you have a 10-year-old right now or 15-year-old that's rocking wife beaters for no reason.
Wife beaters and basketball shorts.
Yeah.
All black.
All black.
Yeah, we need to talk.
He might be called CP4. I'm just saying.
Hey,
so
man.
we're gonna end this joint. Salute to my man Polo. We're gonna end this joint with Polo Stacks joint. Recently, Polo Stacks was in the hospital. He's supposed to be getting better soon. Well, I ain't supposed to. He was working on getting better. We wish him well, and then as soon as he's able to come in, we'll have him at the bar.
No doubt.
Definitely. But we got some things. We got some special one-off shows happening in the next, I'd say 2 to 3 months. We're gonna do a drink and debate show, which is gonna be something different. I want to do a show about the effect on cannabis, which is gonna be Even Though I Don't Smoke. But we're gonna have people we're not just gonna have people to smoke. I want to get people to have like stories about having PTSD, people who cook with infused food, the benefits of it, and different things. This ain't gonna be a perfect. Like if you just want to do Snoop Dogg, Pass, Puff, that's not what this show is gonna be about. And then we ain't done this in a long time. Snoop the Black GLP. You gotta get a Battle of the Sexes show.
Yeah, definitely gotta do a Battle of the Sexes show. We gonna definitely work on that, bring that to you again. We all used to have fun. I did one myself, so I know how fun they are just to get some topics out there and to have somebody of the opposite sex to, give their interpretations and you give yours and have a great debate about it. So we got a couple of folks that we've been, talking to see if we can get something, nice debate between the sexes going on.
And one day we gotta get a side nigga show. I just wanted a show with just all side niggas in the audience, and so they can just tell their side nigga stories.
They gotta blur out their faces and shit.
Fuck that. If you a side nigga, your side nigga be proud.
Hey, I'll take me in the
Say
side
it loud. I'm a side nigga and I'm proud.
Hey, at this point, I'll take me in the side nigga right now, dog. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't even gonna lie.
This shit is mixed right. Whoa!
Smoking out the pound, not from out of town. I like to buy my weed in bogus like it's Costco. Can't even buy your shit and move it if it's not so. Got the packages and took about the fitting room. Feel like a apple cone landing on a potty moon. Billy go try to put the city on the map. Caught a meeting of the niggas proud, make it mad. I never mentioned that I'm about to bring on many rats. The water go and get the numbers on 100 back. He let you blow so frank, said a lot of Jacksons. Most of you niggas who can't hustle need to stick to rapping. Some of you white rapper niggas only good at trapping. You say